When chaos becomes your comfort, then peace feels like a threat. But I need you to hear me. You are not your pain. You are rising above it.
Elevate with Monique. Elevate. Elevate with Monique. Elevate.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Gracefully Elevating with Monique. And of course, I am your hostess, Monique. Now, if you are new to this channel, I want to say welcome, sis. This is a place, a sacred space for you and I and this community to dive deep into areas of our lives that we are elevating with grace. So if that is you, then you are in the right place. If you are returning to the channel, I want to say welcome back and thank you so much for joining. Now, let's jump right into today's message. In many cases, many of us don't know who we are without problems or chaos or drama because we've conditioned ourselves for so long based on our environment, sometimes based on our family, based on circumstances in life. We've been conditioned to think that the problems, the chaos, the drama is who we are, and that is not true. See, survival is a chapter. It is not your life. And I continue to say, and I will always continue to say, that we have to honor who we used to be that got us here today. I know for me that survival mode got me where I am today. Having the hustle mentality, having the I got to get it done by any means necessary mentality, it got me here. And I give honor to that. I'm grateful for it. However, that is not my life. That was a chapter of my life that I had to walk out in order to get to a new place. Are you still operating in survival mode? The other thing is sometimes peace feels scary because our nervous system is so programmed to be on alert. It only knows the frantic. It only knows the chaos. It only knows the problems because that is where we've operated for so long. And so your nervous system doesn't have an opportunity to be at peace, at rest, right? And so because of that, when you start to lean into things that are peaceful, that are quiet, that are still, your nervous system doesn't know how to respond to that yet, but we are going to reprogram that nervous system, sis. And then the last thing is when you are not always operating from chaos and drama, you get to become someone new. You get to sort of shed that layer of yourself and meet and be introduced to a new version of you. Someone who operates from not moving so fast and not having to always go and be hustle and bustle all the time, but someone who moves with ease, someone who moves with grace, someone who knows that if I don't just have all of the answers all the time, it's okay. I don't have to be in panic mode all the time, right? Someone who's defined by what you see, someone who is led by divine flow. Now, I know that this can be hard. Trust me, I used to be that girl, but I promise you, as you start to identify, man, have I really been operating from survival mode all this time? What is my nervous system saying? Is it always on guard and on alert, or am I able to ease into peace and into things that bring me peace? Now, if you're on the side that says, I struggle with knowing how to slow down and reprogram my nervous system, that's okay. I have something for you in just a moment. Now, I do have a question for you. If peace didn't feel dangerous, what would you allow yourself to enjoy? Now, I do have a question for you. I want you to ask yourself, if peace did not feel dangerous, what would I allow myself to do? I know, example for me, when I was moving from this hustle and bustle and always, you know, there was just stuff happening around me all the time. When I moved from that and I started to shed that layer of myself, what I realized is that I actually enjoy literally just sitting and doing nothing. If you would have tried to get me to do that 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I would go crazy. 5 minutes trying to sit, I would go crazy because I was so used to the chaos around me and my nervous system didn't know how to respond. So I would ask you that question. If peace didn't feel dangerous, what would you allow yourself to enjoy? Now, do this for me. I want you to sit in silence. A lot of what I ask you to do when you're on this journey with me is sitting in silence. And the reason that I recommend that is because in the silence is where we really hear ourselves, our inner spirit, Holy Spirit, the loudest in silence, right? First, you have to get rid of all of the extra noise, but then as you start to lean into it, you start to hear the voice inside. I want you to place your hand over your chest, and I don't want to hit my mic, over your chest and over your belly, okay? And I want you to say, I am safe. I am allowed to feel good. Even the reverberation of that, hearing that from your own voice. For so long, I didn't feel safe. But when I started to do this practice and tell myself, I am safe, I'm not in survival, I'm safe, I'm allowed to feel good, I'm allowed to feel everything, I'm allowed to just be. Game changer. Now, at first, there may be resistance because your body is programmed to do something else right now, but keep practicing that, and I promise you will see a significant difference. Now, remember a few minutes ago, I told you that if resetting and reprogramming your nervous system and getting out of this mode of always having to be around chaos or attracting chaos, because that's another thing. When we've done it for so long, we just simply seem to attract it into our lives. But you say, I'm done with that. I'm tired of always being so engulfed in the chaos around me, or engulfed in the drama, or not being able to know how to reset my nervous system. I have a special and sacred invitation for you. I am hosting a 4-week cohort, a sacred space for women just like you who are ready to find that stillness and know that it is safe in that stillness. We are going to guide ourselves out of survival mode into more peace, leaning into more peace, right? If you're ready to meet that version of yourself, if you're ready to get rid of the survival mode patterns that you've been living in for so long, then this is your invitation, your special invitation. Find the link somewhere in this video. Get yourself registered, and I really hope to see you on the inside. Now, if this is the type of content that you enjoy and that you want to continue to receive, first of all, I ask that you like the video, sis. Now, come on, you know I need you to like it. I also invite you to subscribe to the channel if you want to continue to receive content just like this. We are gracefully elevating our lives, and I would love for you to be a part of the community to do the same thing with us. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.